Okay, welcome back everybody, and welcome to this final session of the Teacher Research Online Conference 2021. This is one or the last event in a series of events organized as part of the International Festival of Teacher Research. And for this event, we have the support of the Hornby Trust, Decentering ELT Initiative, and as well as the IATEFL Research SIG Special Interest Group. And of course, the wonderful organization of Dr. Richard Smith and Asli and Zenning, who've been behind the scenes making all this possible. And obviously, I'd like to thank them for everything that they've done to organize this wonderful event. So my name is Jessica Mackay, and I'm on the committee of the IATEFL Research SIG, and I'm a teacher trainer working in Barcelona in Spain. And today you're going to be listening to 4 teachers who are under the mentorship of Vanita, who's here, I think, Vanita Chopra, who presented in the last session. And introducing them today is the other co-mentor, who is Ana Garcia Stone, also based in Spain, but this time in Madrid. And the session basically consists of 3 stages. So the first stage is the presentations. The teachers will be given about 4 minutes each to present a little summary of their research with their mentor showing their screen. And then we separate into breakout rooms so that you can interact with the different teachers and ask them questions and basically have a chat. And then once we've done that for about 40 minutes, 30, 40 minutes, depending on how long the presentations take, then we'll come back into the main room to wrap up and summarize for about 15 minutes. Okay. So if nobody has any more questions, I'm going to hand over to Ana Garcia Stone. It's a delight, as always, to hand over to Ana.
Okay.
Thank you, Ana.
All right. Thanks, Jessica. So I'm absolutely delighted to be here after presenting these 4 teachers who form part of a group of 8 teachers that I co-mentored with Dr. Vanita Chopra. I'm the outsider because I'm based in Spain and all these teachers are based in India. And I'm very pleased because this is the culmination of 8 months work and impressive commitment from teachers who, as well as doing their jobs and having family life, have also found time to do classroom-based research. So I'm going to introduce 4 of them. I will be sharing their screen. And because of connectivity issues, Ruby, the first presenter, will present live, and I'll probably show you recordings of the other 3 because they're in a part of India where it's difficult to have video and sound at the same time. So the first presenter is Ruby, and each presenter will introduce themselves. So I'll share the screen and share the sound, just in case. So Ruby, if you'd like to start.
Okay, shall I?
Yes, please start, Ruby. Thank you.
Okay, so good evening to one and all present here. I am Ruby Thiagi, assistant professor, and I am a teacher educator from past 8 years and also pursuing my PhD. And I'm glad to be a part of this festival and really honored. And it was really fantastic working with Anna ma'am. So my mentors are Anna ma'am and Dr. Vanita Chopra. So the context of the research, which the classroom research, which I underwent and I undertook, was that the students were teacher trainees, since I'm the teacher educator, and age group was adults 23 plus, and region was urban. The reason for research was that when in the pandemic situation, we went from offline to online mode, the interest also went from offline to online. It means it went out of network area. So this research, the cause of my research, the reason for my research was that there was a lack of interest among the students I was teaching and I was training. So various methods and methodologies and strategies which were used in the offline classes as well were used on online platform as well, but still the interest in the students was lacking. So to fetch the data and to take the responses, 2 tools were adopted. One questionnaire was circulated and given to the students to fill in up and to fetch the responses. And there was also a peer observation for qualitative data, that a colleague was asked to observe the class so that her responses and her observations can also be taken into consideration, that why the students are lacking in their interest in the online classes. So key findings of the research, the classroom research, was that 93% of students agreed to the fact that lack of personal interaction and presence of physical teacher is a major reason for lack of interest in the online classes. Peer observation also revealed that personal interaction is the reason why students lacked interest in online classes, in spite of adopting the same methodologies and same strategies which were used in the offline. And there were other methods also which were tried, but still the lack of interest was there due to the physical presence of the teacher and face-to-face interaction. So the key learnings out of this research was the teacher research helped in solving problems which required immediate action. So there were many other problems also which required immediate action. So I got to learn a lot out of this classroom research. Then exploring one factor, many other relevant ones came across. So when I was exploring this one, many others came out as well. And a new way was discovered as a result to solve a problem faced based on research techniques. So there were many challenges which were faced while conducting this classroom research. Online classes were called off when I started with my data collection, everything. So the online classes were called off, and 50% offline and 50% online classes were scheduled. So it was a great challenge to fetch the data from the students. Students initially, in the initial stage when the research was begun, the students responded in defense mode. No, this is not the reason, because they were trying to pretend that they were not able to actually come out with the real reason of why they're lagging interest in the learning. And then, since interest is subjective, so it was difficult to observe. Since it is a subjective thing, so it was very difficult to observe by the colleagues. So these were the challenges which were faced by the researcher. So this was my classroom research. Thank you, everyone, for patiently listening to me and bearing with me. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Ruby. Yes, one of the problems faced by our group was that they went from they were online, researching online, and then in the sort of 2/3 of the way through, they went to back face to face. Okay, so next is Harish. Harish, shall I play the video? Where is Harish? Yes, I'm going to play his video. So Harish, because of connectivity issues, I'll be... Yes, okay.
Give the target vocabulary to learners.
Sorry, I was listening to it earlier. Okay.
Hello everyone, I am Harish Patodkar, working in ZP Central Primary School, Bosi, District Hingoli of Maharashtra, country India. My research topic is learners are not able to express. I am Harish Patodkar, working in speaking activities of online school, Bosi. First of all, I would like to share my context with Maharashtra. I am teaching to grade 7. My research.
Sorry. Oh.
Don't worry, Anna. Just share it again and we'll start again.
Sorry,
I'm teaching to, after that.
There we are. How do I stop it?
And for that purpose, I framed my research questions, and these research questions are. My findings were very everyone. I am Harish Patot. My learners were very much shy, lack of target vocabulary, and less.
You have opened two windows actually.
Harish, I'm very, very sorry about that, because I tried to make your video bigger and it then meant it was playing again. So
yes, it's true. You've got two windows open. So if you only have the one.
Yeah. So I'm really sorry, Harish.
Anna, if there is no connectivity issue, can Harish present it? I mean, can he do
No,
a
there's
live?
not connectivity. I'm going to start it again. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, we can.
Right, Harish, we're going to start again. I'm on mute. No, I'm not. Okay.
Hello everyone, I am Harish Patotkar, working in ZP Central Primary School, Bosi, District Hingoli of Maharashtra, country India. My research topic is learners are not able to express verbally in speaking activities of online lessons. First of all, I would like to share my context with you. I am teaching to grade 7 in rural area. Most of the learners are from tribal community and there are 34 number of learners in my class. Actually, English is helpful for them. And after that, a reason for research is that in online lessons, my learners were not able to respond properly. So I thought that I must explore this topic, and for that purpose, I framed my research questions. And these research questions are: why do my learners are not able to express verbally in speaking activities of online lessons? Also, it's my curiosity to know in that what type of different activities do my learners like, and how many learners now able to express confidently in online lessons. For collection of data, I selected my data collection tools like peer observation, focus group discussion, and checklist. After analyzing data, I realized that now there are 78% of my learners are able to express confidently, giving responses properly. So my findings were very much interesting that my learners were very much shy, lack of target vocabulary, and less support at their home, so that they were not able to express properly in online lessons. After that, they were liking the activities like show and tell, storytelling activities, some memory games, so that they could engage themselves in my online lessons. And so that 78% could get my result of learners that they are showing their interest in online lessons. So I would like to give some advice to other teachers who wants to do research in this area. And these implications are like that motivation and empathy needs a lot to get such type of success in our classroom. After that, in that target, if suppose we could give the target vocabulary to learners, that will help a lot, and encouragement also works a lot. During this journey of research, I experienced some challenges like that learners adaptability to online teaching, that is very much challenge to me, so that they were not giving that much of response in that. Again, the digital literacy of their parents also, that is a very big challenge to me, and technical difficulties. At last, my takeaway from this journey is that this research journey taught me a lot of things, and these learning points that I became more insightful about my learners, so I could able to now teach as per the need of my learners, and became more tech savvy, so I could able to get so many new platforms, that is the learning management system platforms. So at last, I would like to thank my mentors, that one who supported me a lot in this throughout journey, and now I'm very much confident. I would like to be a mentor for other teachers in my tribal area, and that's it from my side. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Harish, and I'm very sorry about that technical problem. Harish mentions a couple of things which have come up in other talks, which are to do with empathy from the teachers, and also getting parents involved, especially with things related to technology. Okay, so the next speaker is Gajaran, and with Gajaran, it's the same. I'll share a video, and I promise not to make a mess of it this time. You're there, Gajaran, yeah? You ready to hear yourself?
Hi everyone, I am Gajaran Tali from Maharashtra Vidyalaya Malivra, district Hingoli of Maharashtra state. My school is in rural area. There are 40 learners in my 9th grade, and they have very less exposure to English and English is a L3 for them. Reason for research is my learners not participate in descriptive writing activities. So I frame research question: why do my 9th grade learners have less interest in descriptive writing activities? Number 2, what type of descriptive writing activities do my learners like? Number 3, how many learners take interest in descriptive writing activities? and then I collect data by using tools like reflective journal, reflective writing by the learners, focus group discussion, questionnaire for the students, and then analyze my data. uh, Initially 35 students were not interested, only 5 students were interested, but finally 30 students become interested and only 10 students were not interested. I found that my learners have less interest in descriptive writing activities, and because of lack of vocabulary, learners were unable to write small sentences. But after having more practice of examples, they become interested, and learners like some activities like story writing, report writing, news writing, etc. My implications are target vocabulary should be provided to the students, and we should give practice of making some small sentences. We should remove fear of committing mistakes of our learners and encourage to write blogs or diary writing, etc. Through this research project, I faced some challenges like lack of learners' confidence, and there was a fear of committing mistakes in my learners, and lack of vocabulary, less exposure to English. I learned through this project that experiential learning impact very well. Collaborative learning is very effective technique, and giving liberty to commit mistakes boost their confidence. So that's all from my side. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Gajaran, and I hope we'll be able to see you here later on. So Gajaran brings up another point, which I think has been a thread through the conference, which is to do with collaboration, yeah, and asking your students, getting input from your students. So now I'd like to introduce Khushboo, who is also here, and I will do the same. I'll share a video of her presentation.
Hello everyone, a very good evening. This is Khushboo, and I'm a primary teacher working for urban learners, and English is L1 for my learners. My research topic is learners lacking confidence while speaking in English. So the reason for research is the learners were not able to answer anything in English. So the main question is why my learners are lacking confidence when they were speaking in English. And the data collection tools I've used is peer observation, focus group discussion, and checklist. So with my peer observation tool and with the help of my colleague, I came to know that I'm using less time management strategies and I need to use more activities with the time management activities. The findings, after analyzing the data, my findings are learners lacking confidence in online classes because they were feeling shy when they were speaking in English. Learners are less exposure to English, and learners were getting distracted in online classes, and they were not getting a proper parent support as the parents were not good in English. The time management activities which I've used is find somebody who the questions, audio listening activities, video watching activities, and some phonics activities. So the implications are learners need better time management strategies, and learners actually need support in simple vocabulary. And whenever they are using big sentences, we need to support them speaking in a proper manner. And the challenges which I faced are initially when the pandemic started, learners and parents both were having the technology issues, and secondly they were influenced with mother tongue, and because of that they were lacking confidence when they were speaking in English. So learners not getting proper support from parent is a big challenge, and introducing phonic sounds was a last challenge for me. So the key learnings are I became more reflective and I became more organized and my facilitation skill improved. So that's it from my end. And I would like to thank my mentors for giving me this opportunity. That is Dr. Vanita Chopra and Anna Garcia Stool. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Khushboo. And I encourage you to speak to Khushboo and ask her what her sandwich method is, because in our group, we thought it was a really interesting idea for helping to scaffold tasks for her students. But I'll leave it up to her to explain what it is. So those are the four from the group.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you all of the teachers, all of the presenters. So as you know, in a moment, you're going to have an opportunity to chat with the presenters and ask them questions about their research. And I'm sure that you're all experts by now, but just in case, here are a few tips just to make the most of the opportunity to talk in the breakout rooms. As you know, at the bottom of your screen, you'll find an icon that says breakout rooms, and on that you can choose the name. Don't forget to actually click on join the room, because if not, then you just appear as a kind of empty space, empty name in the room, and you're not actually joining it. Once you're in the breakout rooms, please turn on your camera, just because there are very few of us now. It's the last session on the Saturday, so it's nice to create a friendly atmosphere. But turn your microphone off if you're not talking, because we all have background noises and we're probably at home at the moment. Please ask the presenters questions. They're not there to give another presentation. They're there to answer your questions. And if you notice that there are any presenters with very few people in the room, maybe you can move between the rooms and especially go to rooms that don't have many people in them. Okay, so you can change rooms during the session. I think, as Richard said, there's only 4 teachers. So instead of 40 minutes, maybe we should have 30 minutes. Richard, are you there? I've lost him.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Is that okay? So let's say if it's 10 to now, 10 to 4 UK time, is that right? Then let's say we'll have a chat for about 30 minutes until about 20 past 4 UK time. I'm having to do the calculation in my head. And then if you want more time, just ask for it. No, but just please take the opportunity to talk to all 4 presenters. Right, that should be everybody now. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. And now comes a little wrap-up session where we get an opportunity to hear what you were talking about, what you've learned, to share your summaries of what happened in the breakout rooms. Okay, so shall we start with Ruby? Ruby, are you there? Hi, Ruby. Would you like to summarize what your discussions were, the comments, the feedbacks from the breakout rooms?
Yes, ma'am. So we discussed about how did we go about this research, why this topic was taken up, why this problem was the major one out of all the problems. And there were questions put up that how did you go about it? How did you collect? What were your reflections about it? What were your findings? How did you reach those findings? So this was the discussion, and I guess I tried to give answers to all the questions. So this was my reflection on my experience of the breakout room. So this all were the discussions and the questions asked. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you, Ruby. Harish, moving on to you. Would you like to summarize your discussion in the breakout room? Any comments, any feedback?
Sure. Actually, I have been asked many questions from a participant from Uzbekistan, Oman, and my mentor too, Dr. Vanita Chopra. First of all, I would like to share with the Uzbekistan participant. Actually, she asked me about how did you design the activities to your learners whose English is helpful for them. And it's a very insightful question. Then later on, about the collaborative learning and teaching and co-researching asked by the Oman participant, which is very fruitful discussion that she also shared and given me insights in that. And a very interesting question from my mentor, Dr. Vanita Chopra. She asked me, as a researcher from 2018 to 2021, how did you evolve as a researcher and as a teacher? I think that this question actually given me insight about a journey of 3 years from 2018 to 21. Actually, I learned so many things with co-researchers. And this year, this is the first time that I experienced as a co-mentorship. So that these co-mentorship and from my co-researchers, I became very much independent, thoughtful facilitator for my tribal community learners, and which will help to my other community of teachers from the tribal area. And this exploring journey will be get continued further. And thank you so much again, Richard Smith, and all the community of practice for this researching field, so that I could now able to teach as per the need of my learners. That's it from my outside. Thank you.
Wonderful, Harish. Thank you. Okay, so Gajaran, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, Gajaran.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct.
Oh, fantastic.
Jessica.
Thank you. I'm paying attention.
Yeah.
Gajaran, would you like to summarize any comments, any feedback that you got from your breakout room?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I was asked from Nepal. The question was, how do you manage or how to remove fear from my learner? It was explained by me how I manage, and the teacher was satisfied and very satisfied with my answers. Another questions was asked to me, what are the descriptive writing activities? So I explained some different activities which are asked in our question paper, and which I teach my class. Then one more question, I was asked about the classroom management or the parallel writing. Parallel writing is a very effective skill to improve writing skill. That was also explained here with all the teachers, and they were very satisfied, and they become very satisfied and thankful to all of them for their watching.
I think we might be losing your connection slightly. No, this is the problems that Anna was talking about before, possibly. Thank you very much for that, Gajaran. One of the things that you've identified there is increasing learners' confidence. And Anna, you were saying before, this is one of the common threads throughout this conference, I think, isn't it? So it's wonderful to see that this is a universal, that something that we can share. Not that it's wonderful that students don't have confidence. It's wonderful that we are finding solutions to that. And finally, Khushboo, are you there? Khushboo, would you like to tell us what we talked about in your breakout room?
There's a question asked by ma'am that what is sandwich method? So as I was teaching the learners from grade 3, 4, 5, this sandwich method can be used from grade 1 to 5. Learners who are not good in English, who are less exposure to English, the sandwich method helps them to learn in a proper manner. Actually, sandwich is nothing but there's a stuff in between sandwich, which is liked by your children a lot. If we put a cheese, if we add something. So I have added their mother tongue, that is their language. And both the upper and lower part I have used as an English. So one sentence, taking it as an English, convert them in their convenient language, and then repeat it as an English. So in this way, complete 5 sentences every day, improved my learners speaking in English in a proper manner. And the next question was asked by Uzbekistan, that is how is my facilitation skill is improved. So in India, there is a problem with the time management, because somewhere the government has issued that you have to finish all the online classes within 2 to 3 hours, because there is issue with the eyes, the children are getting headaches. So we have to finish within 2 to 3 hours. So the time management activities which I planned which I shared with my mentor, Anna ma'am. That is, there's a big challenge creating a new activity and asking them for a new thing is very big challenge. But the lesson which we are teaching them in a classes, if we create something from that, will help them to help them to save their time and also to learn something different. And I want to share one example that I have taught one lesson, and in that lesson I've recorded that lessons video and I've sent them in the WhatsApp. And my learners were lacking some confidence in vocabulary too. So I pinpointedly pressurized some vocabularies, rich vocabularies, where students can improve it in a proper manner. So I told them that you need to read, listen properly the video, listen the video which I'm sending it to you, and tomorrow there will be a new activity for you from this lesson. So in this manner, I used to I used to create some time management activities, and this really worked for me. And this only happens because the the research part I am now. This helped me actually to do this. Earlier there was there was no competition, like no, we have to finish the lessons, we have to finish the syllabus, that's it. But after this research, with the help of Anna ma'am and Vanita ma'am, I got some creativity, which I did it with less time management. And thank you so much, my both the mentors, which have helped a lot, and also this research team.
Thank you, Khushboo, and thank you for pointing out some of the practicalities of the challenges that we've faced over the last nearly 2 years now, some of the realities of teaching or transition to teaching online. Congratulations to all the teachers, all the presenters, and to the mentors on the culmination of a year's hard work and effort. I'd just like to ask Anna, or well, Vanita as well, if you have any final comments or any reflections that you'd like to make at the end of the session.
No, I just want to congratulate them all on presenting today, and well done. Lots of hard work, commitment, they've done very, very well. One of the things I'm very happy to see is how people have been learning through the research, and also that they've been listening and learning from their students, which I think is really important. So well done. Well done. Absolutely brilliant.
Fantastic, all of you. Vanita, I'm sure you agree, no?
Yes, absolutely. I agree with what Anna said, because for me, online mentoring was the first experience. And I think co-mentoring was also the first experience. So I think both offered some challenges, but some learning opportunities as well. And I think all these teachers have really worked hard, because the school opening and closing was going back and forth, so they were struggling with these issues, plus they had a lot of admin work as well, but they managed their time and schedules, and still gave us that heads up that yes, we are going to finish our projects, we are going to explore these issues, because I think these issues really matter to us. And I think now they appear to be much confident, because I can see from their presentations that they have not just improved themselves, but also the learning performance of the students. So well done everyone. And Anna, it was always it was really a wonderful opportunity to work with you. Seriously,
and we have
learned
that
a lot
party
from
somehow.
Yeah.
Congratulations to all of you, and in fact to all of the presenters and teachers that have taken part in this event over the last couple of days. As we're coming to the end now, I just wonder if Richard would like to say anything to draw this to a conclusion.
No, not really, Jessica.
Okay, so if you're happy for me to wrap it up, then I'd just like to thank everybody for their participation. I've popped a little link to the certificate if you need it into the chat. I haven't been able to come to all of the sessions over the last 2 days, but the ones I have been able to attend have been enlightening and inspiring. So thank you, all of you, for all the effort that you've made and for sharing it with us over the last 2 days. Okay, and I hope to see you again soon.
Yes, and thanks for moderating today, Jessica. Thank you.
Thank you to the organisers. Thank you to Richard,
yes, thanks to
Asli, to Azening. They've done a wonderful job.
Okay, well done, everyone.
Thank you.
Well done.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
You-
It's
Bye,
lovely to see
everyone.
you.
Thank you.
Join us in 20 minutes if you like.
Yes.
for the
Yeah,
final
for the
session.
plenary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure, Richard. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye.
Bye
Bye.
now. Oh,
Bye.
Richard, there's a plenary.
Yes.
Sorry, I should have
Just
mentioned that.
Just the final reflections. Just
Yes,
final
please
Do-
come back for the plenary. This isn't the
Yeah,
end.
do join Jessica as well. We'll ask.
Thank you. Thank you
should
for reminding me, Richard. Thanks.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.